out where the oak tree meets the wide whispering wind. I found your scarf, a ghost on the branches worn thin. Remember the porch where we danced under starlit skies. Now it creaks alone, serenaded by my weary sighs. Oh, fading light left behind, how it bleeds through the night. And the dusty trails where we once walked, now out of sight. Each sunset burns like the love that I've known now decline. In the fading light, in the shadows, you're still intertwined. Gravel roads where we roamed now lay quiet and spare. Old cabins whisper tales in the chill of thin air. Though the saddle where you sat now hangs untouched and old, like the secrets we shared, now just memories grown cold. Oh, fading light left behind, how it yearns through the night. Echoes of laughter that drift over fields out of sight. Each sunset's glow is a reminder of a past confined. In the fading light, in the whispers, you're still intertwined. By the riverside where the willows weep, I see your face in the waters deep. With every raindrop that the clouds provide, I feel you here by my lonely side. Oh, fading light left behind, how it fades into night. Cowboy's heart rides the shadows, chasing the light. In the twilight's embrace, where our memories are enshrined. In the fading light, forever, you're still intertwined. Through the fading light, my love, you're still intertwined. This tune carries the echoes of a heart that loved as wildly as the lands it roamed, holding on to the past with both hands, even as it slips like sand through the fingers. In the shadow of an old oak tree we swore, under its leaves our love would endure. By the creek where the wild horses roam free, I carved our names for eternity. But now that oak whispers low in the wind, the creek's a mirror, we're broken thin. Oh, how your voice fades on the breeze through empty cabins and rustling leaves. Every sunset, another day gone, your echo's all I'm living on. Lost in the dust of gravel roads untraced, holding on to the love time erased. The porch still creaks where you danced in the rain. Your laughter's ghost, all that remains. The saddle sits dusty, the scarf you wore, frayed at the edges from the days of yore. Now each twilight paints regret in my mind for the wild lands we left behind. behind. Oh, how your voice fades on the breeze through empty cabins and rustling leaves. Every sunset, another day gone, your echo's all I'm living on. Lost in the dust of gravel roads untraced, holding on to the love time erased. Now the trails fade where we once rode, under starlit skies our stories told. And in the silence of this wandering life, I find the strength to face this strife. Yes, your voice fades, but in my heart a fire, a stubborn spark of undying desire. Through the whispering winds, your laughter I chase. In every sunset, I still see your face. Oh, how your voice fades, yet forever stays. A lingering warmth in the cold, empty graves. In the shadow of a weathered oak, where the creek bends low and wide, I drop my hat, a piece of her, beneath that endless sky. It danced with dust on gravel roads where our laughter used to lay. Now just a whispers with the tumbleweeds in the valley of decay. And that old hat walked away like summer rain through thirsty ground, left me standing heart in hand in this ghost of a prairie town. The sunset bleeds the same old red, but colder blows the wind. Since that hat walked away with her, won't see her smile again. The porch still groans under my boots like it did when she was near, echoing around this empty room the songs we can't hear. Her scarf still hangs upon the door, but the scent's been washed by time, just like the trails we rode together, now lost to pines and rime. That old hat walked away with dreams woven into its brim, left me with these aching hands and eyes that grow dim. Nights stretch longer down these roads where once we rode so free. Since that hat walked away with her, took all my dreams with me. Underneath that vast old sky where stars watching know, I reckon hearts are made to break and broken hearts to grow. But mine's just wandering lost and cold, a shadow man on a moonlit ridge, walking a path of memories alone beneath the bridge. Yes, that hat walked away like her steps fading in the hall, each echo a reminder of a past I can't recall. So I'll saddle up and ride away beneath these aching skies, while that hat keeps walking away with her under these lonesome cries. The wind picks up the dust it swirls, the sunset paints it all, a scene of silent solitude where memories and sorrow sprawl. Yet in this heart she rides still across lands both wild and free. That hat walked away with my love, left the rest to me. the shadow of the old oak tree, where the river bends and whispers low, I found you wild, you and me. Dandelion seeds ready to blow, your scarf a shade of sunset bright, tied to the saddle, flapping in flight. We traced gravel roads till they disappeared, each mile together, the skies we neared. But dandelions held tight in the palm, turned to wishes in the winds of time. You're a memory in the dust of my ride, echoes of laughter in your hand and mine. With every sunset that paints the west, I find you still beating in this old cowboy chest. Now the porch creak's empty, the door swings free, echoing steps of an old melody. The cabin in the clearing with its quiet, cold glow holds the ghosts of your laughter in the shadows, down faded trails where our dreams once ran. I walk alone, a solitary man, where wildflowers whisper in the fields you adored. I search for you, my forever implored. Oh, dandelions held tight in the palm, turned to wishes in the winds of time. You're a whisper in the dust of my ride, echoes of laughter in your hand and mine. Every sunset that bleeds through the west leaves your shadow dancing in my lonely chest. And I've learned to love like wildflowers grows in places left untamed, but holding on too tight, my dear, just leaves you with the seeds that rain. Dandelions once held tight in the palm, fade to wishes on horizons I roam. You're the echo in the canyons of my mind, a love lost in the sweep of time. Yet every sunset that dies in the west keeps you living deep within my lonesome chest. In the shadow of an old oak tree, where the creek sings tunes to stone, sweet pea, there's a trace of a path where she walked barefoot every summer's eve. My heart where she put her laughter hung on vines, wild and free. In the whisper of the leaves, she still speaks to me. Oh, barefoot steps, you remember her ways along creek banks where our dreams used to lay. Now the wind through the oak feels colder somehow, carrying pieces of yesterday that my heart can't allow. Barefoot steps, oh, they echo so lonely and tender in the rustling silence. My soul surrenders. Years flew like dust on a long gravel road, her scarf still on the porch, fading like the love she once showed. The cabin stands empty where laughter danced in rooms, now just shadows play in the afternoon gloom. The saddle rests untouched, the horse long since gone. Like the sunsets we watched, my days draw long. Oh, barefoot steps, you remember her warmth in the chill of the night when the stars looked torn. Now the wind through the oak feels colder somehow, carrying echoes of us that my heart stifling silence, my heart remembers. There's a wisdom in the hills, an old tale in the stones, telling me love's a journey, not just two souls. Though her path veered away under wide open skies, these lands hold her whispers, her sweet goodbye. Oh, barefoot steps keep her memory mild through the wild oak shadows where we once smiled. Let the wind through the oak bring solace somehow, carrying pieces of yesterday. Softly now, barefoot steps, I'll walk you in my dreams forever, where every step is a memory and hearts never sever. There's an old oak by the river bend where we carved our names in younger skin. Her laughter hung on summer's end, and that scarf she wore danced in the wind. A dusty trail, a sunset glow, her shadow long in the world below. Silent whispers in the twilight's haze, each memory now a scarf that fades. Oh, how the winds talk down those empty roads, carrying cries of what we used to hold. Beneath the stars where wild horses roam, her scarf in the wind, now I ride alone. Years went by, the river song turned sad. Those oak tree leaves found the ground unclad. Her scarf lost color, it frayed at the seams, left in the porch swing in my silent dreams. The cabin's empty, the gravel untrod, echoes of footsteps and just a facade. Where we once danced, now only I tread with the ghost of the love that we had bred. Oh, how the winds talk down those empty roads, carrying cries of what we used to hold. Beneath the stars where wild horses roam, her scarf in the wind, now I ride alone. And in the dust of this lonely path, I see the traces of our shared past. But each day the sunset bleeds into night, I learn to live with this fading light. So let the winds talk, let them tell our tale, as I wander beneath the moon pale. Though her scarf fades, these memories won't. Across the wild lands I roam, her scarf in the wind, and I ride alone. Every sunset, a whisper of her laughter, every trail's end a chapter, and still the scarf fades, but never quite disappears. Just like her. In the shade of an old oak tree, I carved a name so wild and free, under skies too vast to claim, by the porch where the lilies came. Your scarf danced with the prairie wind, in that dusty town where my dreams thinned, and the cabin stood on the weeping bend, where our summer love was supposed to mend. Hollow heart, listen to the crackle of leaves, saddles and memories bound by silent thieves. Every sunset bleeds a little of your light as the shadows steal the edges of the night. Now the oak tree's grown, the name's barely seen, the porch gave way like those visions in between. Gravel roads lead to towns with no cheer, and the cabin's empty, echo what's no longer here. Rain taps on the window like your fingers drumming songs, each droplet a reminder of what we've lost. Hollow heart, listen to the crackle of leaves, saddles and memories swept away in silent grief. Every sunset bleeds a little of your light, and I'm just a shadow lost to the night. Was it the wonder or the staying that tore us apart? Oh, the quiet of a promise breaking slowly in the dark. The echoes of your laughter, they haunt the dusty trails, where my hollow heart listens as all else fails. The hollow heart listened, oh how it hurt, the unspoken goodbyes and the absence of words. Every sunset now steals a piece of my mind as I let go your hand into the fading light.
City lights fade as 2 a.m. Raindrops play a song again. Empty cups, cold hands, but somehow I don't mind the silence. The world slows down outside my door, and I'm not reaching for much more. Just me and the moonlit windows, playing chill songs nobody knows. In this room where the daylight won't go, I find a little peace in the echo of all the thoughts I never show. Messages left on read, midnight thoughts inside my head. Melodies loop in lo-fi time, like lazy waves in ocean mind. I don't need a grand escape, just give me clouds and a little space. Just me and the moonlit windows, playing chill songs nobody knows. In this room where the daylight won't go, I find a little peace in the echo of all the dreams I let go. dark, with shadows on my heart. But tonight it's enough to breathe in soft and slow. Just me and the moonlit windows, playing chill songs nobody knows. No words, no pain, just mellow. Let me flow like a leaf in the flow and never need to go. Oh,
Out where the wild oak whispers to the wind, I found an old locket rusted thin. Inside a curl of golden hair, haunted eyes, a sunlit stare. That lock of hair like prairie wheat, underneath the oak our secret need. Oh, rusty locket, you hold her smile, locked away, lost in time for a while. Beneath these endless, aching skies, every sunset her whisper replies. Heart worn, torn by wind and weather, rusty locket, we're still together. Years roll like thunder across these plains, footprints faded by summer rains. Used to ride by our daddy's farm, now there's nothing but an old empty barn. The porch where we danced is worn but stands. I still feel the touch of her vanished hands. Oh, rusty locket, you hold her smile, locked away, lost in time for a while. Across these wild lands, through dust and dew, lone trails I follow, thinking of you. Hard worn, torn by wind and weather, rusty locket, we're still together. Sometimes the night's so quiet it's profound, gravel roads whispering without a sound. Beneath the stars I reckon what's lost, echoes of laughter, the unbearable cost. In every shadow, in each line I roam, I find pieces of you calling me home. Oh, rusty locket, cradle her dreams. In the folds of your metal our love still gleams. But the trails grow longer, as do the years, and memories fade, not the tears. Hard worn, torn by wind and weather, rusty locket, bind us forever. In the silence of the dusk, with the last light I see, rusty locket, part of you will always be with me. In the shadow of Pine Tree Hill, where the creek sings low and wild, I held her close by the fading light, the prairie's wayward child. We carved our names in the old oak's arm, beneath the watchful eyes of stars. That old porch swinging her sweet perfume, in a town trapped in old mason jars. But the rains came through like a freight train's cry, with a fury born in gray. And that pine tree on the hill laid down like my love washed away. In the whisper of the leaves and the weeping of the sky, everything we built, my dear, said its long, lonesome goodbye. Now the cabin stands, but it's empty as the gulch is where we played. And the trails we walked are overgrown like the promises we made. The gravel road that led to us now just leads to somewhere else. And the scarf she left behind is just a tale upon the shelf. The rain still come like memories that flood the dusty ground. That pine tree hill stands bare and rough, where our dreams once were found. In the rustle of the falling leaves, in the moaning of the wind, I feel her slip away again, and the ache that never ends. Underneath the vast and starry sky, I whisper to the night, all the love that's lost is just the cost of living out this life. But I'd pay it all once more to feel her hand in mine, to turn back to that summer day before we lost the time. So let the pine tree lie, let the creek wash it away, with all the tears and whispered fears that marked our yesterday. And in the twilight's gentle sigh, in the solace of the gray, I'll walk these roads alone, my love, where our old pine tree lay. In the quiet winds that move the dust, I'll carry you always. Though the land forgets, my heart set on the love that never sways. In the shadow of the oak, where our names were once carved deep, the wind whispers secrets that old wood can't keep. Underneath the half-lit moon, near the creek where we met, lies a worn-out saddle, ain't no rider been said. Oh, the fading light shut the door on what used to be. Gravel roads and porch lights fading out to sea. Your scarf still hangs on the hook beside my worn-out hat. In the silence after sunset, only memories come back. Now the townsfolk seldom speak the love that we had, like a rain-washed inscription, something good turned to sad. Cabins empty where laughter danced through open doors. Now it's just a hollow echo on those dusty wooden floors. Yes, the fading light shut the door on what used to be. Gravel roads and porch lights fading out to sea. Your scarf still hangs on the hook beside my worn-out hat. In the silence after sunset, only memories come back. By the riverside, I let the currents take your song. It's my heart still roams along as the stars up above start to mimic our old fire. I realize some doors that close fuel a never-ending pyre. And the fading lights shut the door, but oh, in dreams you're never far. Echoes of hoofbeats and heartbeats beneath the same old stars. Still your scarf and that old hook, where past and present meet. In the quiet night, the ghost of you is the shadow next to me. As the night winds call, I know I can't reclaim or restore. For the fading light shut the door. Yes, the fading light shut the door.
Out on the edge, where the oak trees meet the wind, I found an old porch swing where our love did begin. Those boots by the door, dusty and worn, they danced through the summer, by winter were torn. Echoes of laughter in the halls of this old cabin, faded like the photographs where time has woven satin. Oh, these boots, they call my name, whispers of the aspen beneath the skies we once claimed. Every step on this gravel road a memory's framed, but now I walk alone. The wild has changed, and these boots keep calling my name. The trail's gone colder, the town's a quiet shell, where our wild dreams once showed, and now silence fell. That scarf you left behind on the chair, it's still there. A touch of your presence, like smoke in the air. Saddles gathered dust, the rains came to rust. What was built in the throes of love now crumbles to lust. Oh, these boots, they call my name, the whispers of the aspen beneath the skies we once claimed. Every step on this gravel road a memory's framed, but now I walk alone. The wild has changed, and these boots keep calling my name. Sometimes I think to leave it all and ride, find a sunset that won't remind me of your eyes. But these plains hold your echo, the wind murmurs your sighs. In the vastness of the open, there's nowhere to hide. So these boots, they'll call my name, through storms and the silence, past the sorrow and the pain. Each step on this fading trail, your love remains, a ghost in the twilight, a heart unrestrained. These boots will forever call my name. Yes, these boots will forever call my name.
In the hush of dawn, by the old oak tree, where the scarves of mist untangle free, I recall her laugh, wild like the creek, underneath that sky where the stars would speak. Her eyes a spark against the night, once burned so bright my lantern's light. Oh, how her shadow danced with mine underneath the moon's drunken shine. Now her whispers blend with the wind in this lonesome heart where her love had been. Every sunset paints her face across these skies in a lost embrace. The porch still creaks, but she's not there. Just empty chairs and strands of hair. The cabin stands on the edge of time. Her laughter's gone, no reason to rhyme. Through gravel roads and trails that fade, I'll walk alone in the bed we made. Oh, how her shadow danced with mine underneath the moon's drunken shine. Now her whispers blend with the wind in this lonesome heart where her love had been. Every sunset paints her face across these skies in a lost embrace. Was it the wild or the wanderlust that turned our love to just echoes in the dust? The road calls me, but I ache to stay in the memory where she didn't walk away. Oh, how her shadow danced with mine. Now I'm just a ghost left behind, yet the wind still wears her sweet perfume as I ride into the silver moon. Every sunset paints her face in the heart of the skies. Her eternal play. And though I roam a soul astray, part of me with her shadow walked away. This ballad reaches into the depth of a cowboy's heart, telling a tale of love and loss, bound to the eternal landscapes that bear witness to his sorrow. Out where the oak trees shadowed forgotten trails, I found your flannel shirt faded, frayed at the seams. It danced on a porch rail, whispering in the gale, ghosts of you and me stitched in its weary dreams. That shirt still lingers like the scent of rain on dust, haunted by the sunset, painted in your rust. Every thread a memory, each tear a tale of trust, underneath the wide skies where your shadows cast. Years have rolled like thunder echoes in the plains. Towns grow silent as the stars begin to fade. Where once laughter mingled with the summer rains, now only empty cabins in the groves we lay. That shirt still lingers like the scent of rain on dust, haunted by the sunset, painted in your rust. every thread of memory, each tear a tale of trust. Underneath the white skies where your shadows cast. On the gravel road I wander, saddle sore and worn, each step away from you a new kind of morn. I wear your scarf against the wind, frayed and torn, looking for solace where our love was sworn. That shirt still lingers like the scent after the storm, a whisper of the past in the fabric worn. I carry it like a cross through the lands forlorn, losing you again with each day that dawns. As the sun dips low and the night claims the vast, I feel you in the silence, in the echoes of the past.
There's an old oak by the rusted gate where we carved our names in the wood so deep. Sunset bleeds through the leaves like fate on that dusty road where our memories sleep. Whispers dance on a gentle breeze from the porch where you swayed in your summer dress, holding laughter in twilight's tease under stars that heard my heart confess. Oh, how the rusted gate burns with every harsh wind that returns. Echoes of your voice, soft and low, drifting over fields where silence grows. Now I roam with my shadow cast long, a lone rider where our love once belonged. The cabin stands empty, a hollow frame, scars you left fluttering like old flames. Gravel crunches underfoot, a lonesome sound where our faded trails no more are found. Raindrops touch the earth, dark and slow, kissing the ground where we used to lie. Each drop a memory, a silent vow to the winds that carry your goodbye. Oh, how the rusted gate burns with every harsh wind that returns. Echoes of your voice, soft and low, drifting over fields where silence grows. Now I roam with my shadow cast long, a lone rider where our love once belonged. By the rusted gate, the fire's gone dim, remembering your smile at the horizon's rim. Saddled up as daylight wanes, riding out through endless plains. Oh, how the rusted gate burns, a pyre for dreams that never return. Echoes of your voice, now a song sung by a cowboy, ragged and worn. Here I roam under vast starlit skies, a lone rider still lies.
Out on the mesa where the wild sage grows, I met her under that old weathered oak. Her laughter danced on the breeze, touching my soul. In that quiet town where the river winds slow, her scarf a ribbon of red against the earth, twirling like a promise in the early morn's birth. But those eyes, the ones that shone like desert stars, now just a memory in my lonely heart's bars. Her eyes fell apart like rain on old clay, leaving colors running, washing dreams away. On empty porches where we once said our part, now only whispers stay, and her eyes fell apart. The years have tumbled like leaves in the wind, and the trails we rode have grown over and thin. The cabin we dreamed in now abandoned stands, a monument to love's labor lost to time's sands. The saddle hangs heavy, dusty and warm, like the heart in my chest, weathered and torn. Those gravel roads knew the steps of her boots, now they're silent as my old forgotten lute. Her eyes fell apart like rain on old clay, colors bleeding out, turning vibrant to gray. Where laughter echoed, now the silence takes part. She's gone with the wind, and her eyes fell apart. In the hush of the night, I stare at the stars, searching for her face in the moon's gentle scars. With the wind as my companion and the dust as my friend, I whisper secrets to the shadows as I mend. Her eyes fell apart like dusk into night, each star a teardrop she left in her flight. On these long roads where my soul can't restart, I carry her memory as her eyes fell apart. Her eyes fell apart, her eyes fell apart. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, by that old rod gate, weathered and strong, there's a scarf you left, faded and torn, whispers of fabric like a heart worn. We met when the sun set, painted skies bold, on gravel paths where our dreams we told. But the gate stays, oh the gate stays, while my
lost is the spring. The cabin stands empty, the fire's gone dim. Trails overgrown where we once walked on whim. Wind carries dust, erasing steps we made. Each gust of memory, slowly to fade. You're sitting in the rain on the old leather saddle. Echoes of kisses, all tender battle. Yes, the gate stays, oh the gate stays, while I wander through these endless grays. Sunsets mourn with the cry of doves, and I'm just a cowboy who lost his loves. Where your warmth lingered on that worn out swing. The gate stays in the silence of spring. Now under the vast and timeless skies, I reckon each star has your soft-spoken lies. But the heart finds its peace as the old oak knows, rooted deep while the wild river flows. Still the gate stays, yes the gate stays, a sentinel to our once golden days. I'll keep riding where the trails wind away, but in my dreams by that gate I'll stay. A cowboy's tale spun with dust and rain. The gate stays, and with it my heart's unbreaking.
In the shade of an old oak tree, where the wildflowers used to smile at me, we carved our names, young and free, on that bark where no one else could see. The sun dipped low through leaves that spilled on a dusty road to a dream we'd build. Your scarf had danced on the southern breeze, while we swore our love beneath the whispering leaves. But now the oak tree stands so still in the silent grasp of the cold hills will. Your scarf's gone with the winds that chill, and I'm just a shadow, lonesome and still. Years rolled by like thundering trains. Love's sweet summer turned to autumn rains. That old porch swing, it sways alone, singing creeks in a tune of its own. The cabin's empty, the fire's died down, gravel roads lost beneath weeds overgrown, where once your laughter filled the air, now just echoes of despair. But still the oak tree stands so still, guarding old dreams that the night can't kill. Your scarf's lost in a past that chills, and I'm just a shadow, lonesome and still. Sometimes a heart can travel miles
in the quiet look of a fading smile. But every sunset that paints the sky is just another goodbye. Yes, the oak tree stands profoundly still under heavens that time can't fill. Your scarf of memory faded and frail, and I'm forever a cowboy, lonesome but will ride these trails quiet and shrill, where the oak tree stood and stands still. In the shadow of the whispering oak, where the sun paints gold on the old porch spoke, there's a swing that creaks where we used to sit, carving our names in the wood bit by bit. Rusted chains, but the memories glide smooth as the river's slow embracing tide. Oh, the swing echoes with the lonely song of laughter that's fled and days that are gone. Under the oak where the soft winds blow, my heart holds the warmth, but my arms feel the cold. Each creak a beat of the times we knew. The swing echoes, but not with you. Now the dust swirls on an empty track, where we once walked, no sign of turning back. The cabin stands, but it's hollow inside. Echoes of footsteps, where silence now resides. Your scarf still hangs by the door, so thin, faded like the jeans you danced in. Oh, the swing echoes with a lonely song of laughter that's fled and days that are gone. Under the oak where the soft winds blow, my heart holds the warmth, but my arms feel the cold. Each creak a beat of the times we knew. The swing echoes, but not with you. Sometimes the prairie calls under that vast sky, telling me to roam, yet asking me why. In the heart of the wind, your voice soft and low tells me part of me stayed in that sunset's glow. Yes, the swing echoes with the ghost of a song. Your laughter's a memory as I wander along. Under the oak where the old shadows play, I'll sit here until my last sunset fades away. And maybe these echoes will someday be through, but the swing will always only echo for you. This ballad, sung deep and slow, carries the emotional weight of long gone better days, and the acceptance of solitude wrapped in the haunting beauty of the western landscape. As the sun sets, the music fades like the light, leaving a poignant silence that speaks volumes. In the shadow of an oak, that old house stood firm in the breeze, where the porch creaked under boots, whispered tales in the leaves. A scarlet scarf she left behind
behind on the rail, dancing free. Like a flame against the prairie sky, that house had watched me leave. Oh, the winds of time blow cold across these empty, echoing fields, where my heart lies buried deep beneath the frost the sun conceals, and every star up in that lonely heaven grieves. Under that quiet moon, the old house watched me leave. Years drifted by like tumbleweeds across these rugged lands. The gravel roads once sung our names, now trace lines in my hands. Her laughter haunts the hollow rooms in the whispers of the eaves. Now shadows stretch their long cold fingers where that house watched me leave. Oh, the winds of time blow cold across these empty, echoing fields, where my heart lies buried deep beneath the frost the sun conceals. Each sunset bleeds into the hills, a tapestry that weaves through the heartache painted skies. The old house watched me leave. Beside the hearth, an empty chair, the dust has settled there. The clock ticks time away in vain, each moment we can't share. My reflection in the pain, a face marked by the thief who stole the days we could have had, as the house watched me leave. So here I roam, a wanderer, with this lonesome road my steed. Every trail fades into dusk, every memory a seed, planted deep within the soul, where only time retrieves. In the silence of that old porch step, the house still watches me leave. Oh, under that eternal sky, the old house forever grieves, with a solemn silent nod, as it watched me leave.